Okay, St. John's Ruins, as you just saw from the sign on the way in. Also known as Colwick Old Church, because once upon a time, believe it or not, this used to actually be a church. It is just the outside now, hence the name Ruins. So, a bit of history. In 1086, Colwick was owned by William de Peveril, and he was the illegitimate son of William the Conqueror. Then, Colwick consisted of two parts, which were known as Over Colwick and Nether Colwick. So, not like it is now, it was divided back then. And I actually read a lot whilst researching this place that there was the people that owned this area, they dug a moat and cut off this area from the rest of the town, so it broke up the town, and the town mysteriously dissipated, and there's no actual history or news of what happened to it. So I think they just cut off the water. They were like, this is our land, we are not going to give it or share it to anyone else. It's near to Colwick Hall, so Colwick Hall was the settlement of it. This church was actually part of Over Colwick, so we'll go and look at it afterwards, but up this way is actually where Colwick Hall is. So the estate then fell into the hands of the Musters family, and if you walk around West Bridgeford, there is a Musters Road. A few things are called Musters, so that's the reason why they're called that. So they owned it for many generations, and did look after it, but it fell to disrepair. So one of the relatives of the Musters family was called Mary Ann, and they were in a relationship with Lord Byron. So one of Lord Byron's poems, which is called Mary, was actually wrote about her. So I'm just going to show you a few shots of the hall itself now. So the church that now stands was built in 16th century because it was rebuilt by Lord John Byron. Before that, as I mentioned before, it was 1086 that the original building was. It did originally have a spire, so you can see now it doesn't. Don't quite know what happened there. A lot of this just fell to disrepair, so the fact that it's in ruins now is just as it was. From 1920 onwards, it fell to disrepair, so finally it was made redundant in 1978, but a lot of money was spent on making it a safe ruin, so we are able to enjoy it now. So I did read as well that inside there's supposed to be a monument, but I'm not entirely sure if that's visible because you really can't see in. So come around the side here. Look through. It's not really legible whereabouts that would be. Oh, hang on. Wait a minute. Up there. Can you see everyone? So that is apparently the earliest monument. There's an altar tomb on the north side of Sir John Byron and his two wives. There's nothing else in here, so I'm going to take that is the altar tomb it's talking about. I haven't got a compass on me, so I couldn't tell you. Hello, little Robin. Hi. How's it going? I can't tell you if this is north, south, east or west, but let's guess that is, shall we? So, looking this way, I've got the top, which is now inhabited by jackdaws, but it's pretty awesome in there. There's no way of getting in here though. It's been locked for a long time. You can see that somebody tried to hulk their way in there, but it ain't possible. I guess you could climb. Foot holds, but then the whole thing all the way up to the top is railings. So I guess let's do a view around the outside because I was talking whilst we were coming around here. So I'll show you around through this door because we were on the other side. I don't really know why people have tried to bend through there. Maybe this metal wasn't there once upon a time. But from this side, and obviously a lot of trash in here. Why is there trash in here? Oh, there's icicles on top of there. Definitely can't see it from here, but all along the top of the arch there's icicles. From this direction there's definitely no other tombs, so that has to be it on the wall. So behind me, this is Colwick Hall. Behind this wall, there's actually some pigeons that have just landed on these graves over here that are now becoming people watching. But anyway, as Matt just pointed out over here, there are smaller gravestones which look like tiny wee gravestones, but they're actually grave footers, which you most likely would have when you have a lot of money to show off. Also, moving on to, because there's a lot of graves around the back here as well. These graves are 1700s, so we're going back another 100 years now. They are wonderful colours. Okay, so moving around the outside here, we have lots and lots of 1700 graves. I'm just checking to see if they go any earlier. No, that was the oldest on the end. But they have a very rusty look to them. Oh, and the sun's coming out now. Look at that. Ah. Lots of little birdies in our path. So just follow this round and show you. So it is nice that they've moved them, because they would have been here, obviously, once upon a time. The body's still there, obviously, but... Okay, shall we have a read as an epitaph? Pause, gentle reader, ere you read. Sorry, ere you tread the precincts of this sacred bed, and firmly press upon your mind the frailty of all humankind. In manhood's prime and bloom of life, beloved by children, friends and wife, death, who doth no distraction know, in one short week thus laid him low. Coming right to the end here. Oh, this one's pretty. Early 1700s, almost 1600s there. But you can tell because they have no gaps, no grammar. There's probably some spelling mistakes. But there is Hannah Gray, who departed this life October 31st, 1730. And you can tell at the bottom here, they've tried to spell in the year, and they spelled it wrong. And on the end there, they tried to fit on age, but the E didn't fit, so they added it on later. Bless them. Okay, I really like this one. It says on the bottom, resting where no shadows fall. I thought that was a lovely end to it. Okay, so a little view of the tombs that's in the middle here, just because they're very old also. And they look very pretty in the snow. William Parr. What date do you think that says, Matty Ganzer? I cannot tell.
Oh, that's completely lost.
Something 60. Maybe 1860. Let's
Yeah.
go with that. What about this one? Is this a bit more clearer? No, that's got nothing on it whatsoever. Well, the tiny bit of snow is nice, and that one has fallen. but never mind. Okay, so you come down the side here, and it comes right up to Colwick Hall. So we hope someday to actually stay here, but clearly right now, during these pandemic times, it's not open. But I thought I'd show you, because you can still just walk around here. Grandiose vasy gates. And there's a nice fountain in the middle, so I thought I'd just come and show you that whilst we're here. Was there any haunting things about this, Manny? Do you remember?
I read a few, and I haven't spent enough time to know if it's true or not, but there's
What did you
supposed
hear?
to be some children running around at some point.
Oh.
But I think that might be associated with was it the murder you read about?
Yeah. Did I say Smethwick his name was, or something?
It was something.
But there was a moider that was in the forests that's beyond here. I'd have to look it up again. It's something like Smithwick or something like that. Begins with S anyway.
And there's supposed to be a lady that hides out in the woods, the trees and woods behind the hotel here, just the other side of the hotel. And I don't know my history, but it dates back to a time when locals raided the place or attacked the place, and I don't know what the reason was. I guess maybe just problems. I don't know history, but so she's supposed to be out there as well.
So there's the guy who murdered his wife and 3 children, something like that, and this lady we're talking about, that they are relative to Colwick Hall, but the fountain is frozen.
It is.
It's very pretty. So I know it's still a hotel, because we were going to come stay here before all this for our anniversary. Sadly, not happening. But we will when things open again. I know it gets used for weddings a lot, but it's a very pretty historic building. I think there's gardens behind it as well, but if we just turn to the side, that's where the ruins are. So clearly it was all belonging to the same thing and was owned by the same person once upon a time. Kind of want to smash it. Got nothing to throw in there because we're vandals. There we go. That's nice. With the blue sky behind. Poker, poker, poker. So the whole thing is...
I can change clothes, it's fine.
I really want to go in there.
You can't.
Do it. Do it. Oh no, it's not even hard enough for that.
That is solid. Walk on it.
No! Oh, we'll be chased off the grounds by the ghosts if we're not careful. So as this man said, keep visiting, see you again soon. That is correct, because we will wrap this up now of this wonderful ruin that is open all the time, but I don't think there's even any gates on there, is there?
There's any lockable gates, no.
So you can just go and look at it any time of the day. It's within walking distance of, I would say, the city centre, but perhaps some other people wouldn't. How long would you say it takes to walk from the city?
From the city centre? 15, 20 minutes, no more than 45 minutes if you're being casual.
Okay, well, we'll
And
go with that.
I think that's fine. Personally, I don't think that's an issue. So.
And there's, is the Colwick Country Park? Is that the other thing that's near
There's
here?
a sign for the country club. I'm not sure what that actually entails.
So, if you're driving, there's a lot of parking, but I think it's a very nice, jolly stroll on the way there. So, it's got to be a goodbye from us. I hope you've enjoyed these ruins. They're going to be there forever. I don't think they're ever going to do them up. I think they're going to be like this for all time. So, come and enjoy some local history here at St. John's Ruins.